Just 8 players available to the Heat tonight. One of the newcomers, Tony Smith, in the starting lineup for Miami. Chicago Bulls playing last night, overcoming a 17-point first half deficit to win in Atlanta by 5. Ron Harper guarded by Rex Chapman. Tony Smith draws the defensive task on Michael Jordan. And illegal defense against Alonzo Mourning. First warning, obviously, against Miami.
That's a quick whistle also, Eric. Michael Jordan at the low post, and Mourning a little late going, but once he started down, he went directly to the double team. They'll go to Michael again.
Tony Smith knocked it away, but is called for the foul. Tony Smith notified of the trade yesterday, actually, when he was walking around a shopping mall in Phoenix. He had to fly to Los Angeles, then take the red eye here, and arrived at 6 in the morning.
Well, Tony Smith is a guy, if you called him tonight and said there's a game in LA, he'd say what time I can get there. And the only year he didn't lead it was the year he was in baseball. He's going more to what we just saw, Eric, that low post position.
Longley finishing the game with 20 points. Mourning draws a double team. Tony Smith fires and hits his first shot. The three-pointer is a member of the Heat.
That's a good sign, Eric. And a turnover. Scottie Pippen pointing to himself. He threw that ball up court to Ron Harper and threw it a little too far on the sideline side. Catchable ball.
I think he'd have their first lead at 3-2. Mourning pushed away by Luke Longley. That's the second foul on Longley, who did not play well when these clubs met in Chicago. So Wennington is on for Longley. He goes right to work against Mourning, who crosses over and hits the reverse.
Nice play by Zoe. They're doing a terrific job blocking out Dennis Rodman from the offensive board.
Askins knocks down a triple, and the Heat have raced off to a 10-2 lead.
Heat playing with a high level of intensity, and the Bulls kind of coasting through their game right now.
Kurt Thomas away from the ball on a holding foul against Dennis Rodman, so the foul is on Thomas, his first, and the Heat's second. Michael Jordan on the pitch out back to Wennington. 3-second violation on Rodman and Chicago. So the Bulls, 3 turnovers and 0 for 5 shooting here in the game's first 3.5 minutes.
The old story in the NBA, Eric, you better come to play because the other guys are going to do it.
So fires. Askins ran it down but lost it out of bounds.
Good play, yeah, by Askins, who came on the baseline side. He expected the ball to bounce. It hit nothing, and Askins wasn't quite ready for the ball that came directly at him.
Askins and Thomas each making their 14th starts of the year. Pippen gets it all the way to the glass for Chicago's first 2 points. Actually, their second field goal of the night. Their second score of the night. Their first field goal. Jordan hit 2 free throws earlier. Tony Smith, he played for the Lakers under Randy Fund, who's an executive assistant for the Heat. And Kurt Thomas called for his second foul, posting up against Dennis Rodman. Only 3 men on the bench, 2 of them are guards. The Heat really cannot afford foul trouble to Kurt Thomas or any other player tonight. Wennington knocks in the jumper and a nice feed back to him. Bill Wennington makes it a 4-point lead for Miami.
Wennington, a very good perimeter shooter, just hangs around the edges and waits for opportunities like that.
Chapman fires and hits a 3. Oh, the triples flowing like tap water here in the first 5 minutes. Miami's third three-pointer. His 9th year, 6 times an All-Star, one of the best in the game. Oh, how about that? Right on the money, where Jordan and only Jordan could get to it and ram it down.
Back cut by Michael Jordan. Great read by Scottie Pippen, and Michael reaching back for that one and throwing it down hard.
6:09 left in the first quarter. Miami leading at 13-8. The Bulls have made just 3 of 10 shots. Meanwhile, the Heat are 3 of 4 from three-point land.
The Bulls still defend you very well, Eric. They get right in your face. They play the passing lanes. and frequently have a hard job making a pass.
Mourning drives on Wennington.
Nice.
Rex
nice
spotting up. Oh, yes. Rex knocking in a triple, his second of the first quarter, and the Heat lead it 16-8.
Well, that starts when Alonzo Mourning gets driving space, makes the defense commit to him, and he finds the open man.
Pippen missed the dunk, but was fouled by Keith Askins. Keith Askins really the only link to the Heat's past, and when he was asked earlier tonight, are you surprised you're the only guy left? He said, aren't you?
Well, Keith Askins has become a highly regarded player in the NBA. Talking with Dave Wohl before the game, I said, how many teams ask for Askins? He said they all ask for Askins.
Askin, but not receiving. 4 points for Scottie Pippen. Jordan from the baseline. And Michael is 1 for 4 so far tonight.
Heat have done a good job on Michael. Mostly, he's getting balls at the post, but he hasn't really asserted himself yet, Eric. If this game continues to hang in the balance as it is now, he will take over the game and take the responsibility in his own hands.
Dennis Rodman picking up that loose ball foul, his first foul tonight. Quick double on Mourning, and Jordan comes up with it. Jordan is 4th in the league this year in steals. He puts on the Jets, fires it off the shoulder of Rodman. Bulls down 6. Wennington rims out. Rebound to Keith Askins.
Terrific block out on Rodman again. And a technical on Rodman. Kurt Thomas doing a terrific job of blocking Rodman off the offensive glass. And Rodman had some expression. Now he's applauding the call. I like Dennis. I would take him on my team, Eric, because he's a skilled player. He's still applauding. He'd better be careful. Now the Bulls go to their trapping defense. They're very good at this quality.
Askins in the middle, flipping it to Leonard, right back to Keith, who shovels it to Zoe. 3 Bulls surrounded him. Rex, a deep triple.
Boom! I'll tell you, Deep, he was at least 2 strides behind the 3-point line. Eric, this is one of the more productive first periods that the Heat has had in kind of a makeshift lineup. I think everybody feeling very loose and easy and very competitive in this game.
Well, the last 2 games, Miami averaging just 68 points offensively. They've got 20 here in the first. Rex, that would have counted. I'll tell you what, Jack, he draws the foul on Michael Jordan. Rex Chapman has it plugged in so far. And Jack, Rex Chapman picking up right where he left off at the Spectrum in Philadelphia on Wednesday night. He was scoreless through most of the game, then had 6 points in the game's final 2.5 minutes. Chapman already with 12 points. He had just 6 at Philadelphia, ending a run of 11 consecutive in double figures. Largest lead of the first quarter for Miami at 10 points.
Good defense by Chapman on Michael.
Here's Jordan over Mourning, who got the block, and now they call a foul.
He seemed to be in good position to get the stop.
Well, Michael Jordan going to get the calls, that we know. Michael Jordan with 5 points, although he's made just 1 field goal in 4 attempts. 6 for Jordan now, and the Bulls are 8 of 8 at the foul line.
Bulls looked to be zone trapping, then matched up man-to-man. Jordan working hard on Rex Chapman.
Sean Leonard going against Steve Kerr. Leonard takes him to the lane, and Kerr called for a hand check foul. Rex Chapman leading the Heat so far with 12 points. He's made 3 triples. Michael Jordan has 6 for Chicago. The Heat have already made 5 3-pointers here in the first quarter. 3 from Chapman, 1 apiece from Keith Askins and Tony Smith. Miami by 9. Look out for this man, a dead open shooter, Steve Kerr, one of the best from distance, and he just makes a short jumper for him. Jeff Malone. Malone playing in his 6th game as a member of the Heat.
Great
Leonard.
ball movement. Great ball movement by the Heat. Again, the penetration by Mourning sets the whole thing up because the defense responds to him. And the perimeter guys are getting open nicely.
The Heat have made 6 out of 8 from 3-point land. And we're only in the first quarter. Miami by 10. Kerr bombs away and strikes quickly for 3.
Bulls shooting 48% for the season from the field. That's 3rd best in the NBA.
Bulls are the highest scoring team in the NBA. And Jeff Malone reins in a jump shot. Well, the Heat red hot here in the first quarter, shooting 53% and leading by 7. Kukoc has seen his role change quite a bit from starter to reserve. Now that the Bulls are at full strength. They've been short on the hook. Mourning clearing his 4th rebound.
Chance to run again.
Leonard for 3. Do you believe this?
I'll tell you, this is nice to see, Eric. These guys have really hitched up their belts.
Michael Jordan short on the jumper, and the Heat with another stop. Miami by 10. Malone wide open. And Pippen controls the rebound as he was falling out of bounds. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Miami 7 of 9 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
Pat Riley has gotten by especially well with a small team on the floor.
Pippen out to Kerr. It will not count. Sean Leonard, Rex Chapman, Keith Askins, and Tony Smith all chiming in with triples. Rex had 3 of Miami's 7 three-point splashdowns in the first quarter. The Heat shot 53%. The Bulls 6 of 19, 32%. And they start Randy Brown at the point here in the second quarter.
Bill Jackson wants defense, and he wants it in a hurry.
Bill Jackson, in his 7th year as head coach of the Bulls, he has won an unprecedented 71.6% of his games as coach of the Bulls. Leonard knocks down another. 8 points for Vashawn Leonard on 3 for 3 shooting.
Well, Phil Jackson on the horns of a little dilemma here. I don't think he's at all worried. But Steve Kerr he needs for offense, but the Heat are picking on Steve Kerr at his defensive end.
This is Wennington, and Bill Wennington parries his 3rd shot in 6 tries, so 6 points for the 9th-year man. And the Bulls are down by 10. Mourning from the wing. Askins battling, but Kukoc retrieving the rebound. A minute into the second quarter. Kerr. Gotta be tight on him from three-point land.
Tight on this guy, Eric. Great left-hand shooter.
Kukoc on the turn, gets the bucket. Keith Askins with his foul, the 2nd tonight on Askins.
The Bulls have a great bench of role players, Eric. Each of these guys knows the job that he has to do for the team and is willing to just plug it in whenever Phil Jackson calls on him.
That was Chicago's first missed free throw. Miami's lead is 8. Rex Chapman guarded by Randy Brown, a former member of the Sacramento Kings. Thomas!
That's nice
he
work.
set it up and knocked it down.
Yeah, and he's working against Dennis Rodman, a pretty good post defender. But I'll tell you, Kurt Thomas is a load for anybody of late.
Pippen swings it inside. It's intercepted by Kurt Thomas, who comes off a better night of defense in Philadelphia. Heat by 10. We're a couple of minutes into the second quarter, gang. This is Kurt. Thomas to the lane and short. And Rodman off with his 5th rebound. This is Kerr on the move from the top. Bucket. Let's see if it counts. Yes, it does. Vashawn Leonard committing the foul.
And shot it just a little short, but had the same opportunity.
Steve Kerr averages 8 points a game. He already has 8 tonight. Miami leads by 7. Thomas turned away by Kukoc. Leonard isolating against Kerr. Vashawn going to work. And the rebound fought for, a loose ball foul. Against Kurt Thomas, and that is his 3rd. In his first 5 years with the Lakers before signing as a free agent with Phoenix. Shays blocked the shot by Kukoc, but was whistled for the foul.
Unusual for him, 78% shooter over the season.
3 points tonight for Kukoc.
Again, the Bulls in a full court trap.
Tony Smith finds Jeff Malone. Getting to know you, and it's just begun again. Smith on the runner. Knocked out by Kukoc. And Dennis Rodman right over the top. And to the scorer's table he went. He almost jumped right into the lap of Heat radio voice David Halberstam, who would have made room for him. 8:46 left in the half. Miami leading the Bulls 35-29. Shea sitting the screen with the ball.
Bulls really contested, Eric. It's hard to get open.
Malone for the runner. Oh, one leg up, basketball down. Jeff Malone with 4 points. The Heat lead it by 8.
Patented Jeff Malone shot. Loves those runners. He's good at it.
And as Rodman hands it off to Kerr. Splits the double. This is Pippen. He lost the ball. Rashawn Leonard.
Great
for
pass.
Smith. For Malone.
Great pass. Oh.
And Askins battles for the rebound.
Two great passes, Eric, in the fast break. He can't get the layup, but he kept the possession.
Sold out Miami Arena, enjoying this first half. Tony Smith for Leonard. And Leonard draws a foul on Tony Kukoc. Mourning over Longley for 2. Alonzo Mourning, that's just his second hoop, Jack. He has 5, and the Heat have built a 10-point lead again. Mourning with 5 boards.
Rashawn Leonard has the honor of defending his airness.
Longley aims and hits. Luke Longley with his first field goal and points tonight.
That's the big guys for the Bulls can really knock down the perimeter shot.
Miami leading by 8 points. Ball knocked back out to Leonard for 3. You betcha! Rashawn Leonard with 3 triples here in the first half. He has 11 points.
Well, this is a great thrill for Rashawn Leonard.
Out of the CBA and right in the prime time. Longley with a left-handed hook. Rodman tips it back and off the hands of Dennis Rodman. Miami's ball with an 11-point lead.
And they didn't have it the first time these teams met in Chicago either, but their talent level is such. Oh boy, that's
it
great.
Counts. And a foul. And welcome to Miami, Mr. Tony Smith.
And a chance for the 3-point play.
Jack, the Heat really did their homework on these trades. Randy Funn, well acquainted. He coached Tony Smith in Los Angeles. Dave Wohl was an assistant on the Sacramento staff, so he knew Walt Williams very well, and on it goes.
Yep, that's what it takes, Eric, to pull off good trades.
Miami's
that's
14.
terrific play.
Offensive foul. Keith Askins takes the hit, and Miami has a 14-point lead and possession.
What a defensive play by Keith Askins.
So Ron Harper is back after Randy Brown picks up his second foul. This is the biggest lead of the half for Miami at 14 points. Just under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Rashawn Leonard in a major factor with 11. Rex Chapman has a dozen. Mourning working hard, hits the hook. Alonzo with 7. The lead is 16.
The Bulls have stopped double teaming Mourning because the perimeter guys are knocking him down so freely. Now, one-on-one, Zoe's going to have a good time.
Jordan over Mourning, and Michael Jordan can't find the range. He's missed 5 of his 6 shots. Here come the Heat. Tony Smith for Rex, a triple. Yeah!
Oh, this is eerie, Eric.
It's a 19-point lead for Miami. Do you believe in miracles? They've said that line before. They believe it in Miami. Bulls take timeout.
The crowd on its feet, and well deserved.
The Bulls have scored 12 of their 35 points from the foul line. Miami's up 15. Rex, a quick trigger. Oh, he's red hot, and the gun's still smoking, gang.
And Phil Jackson is going to take a 20-second timeout. His trap's not working.
Rex Chapman with 17 here in the first half on 5 for 7 shooting.
Again, Jordan at the post.
Jordan comes baseline, scoops it up, it falls off, but Dennis Rodman on the tip-in home for his first points. Rodman has 7 rebounds. The lead is 15.
Single coverage for Zoe.
They'll fire. Leonard with a rebound in traffic. It's poked away, and Pippen watches it bounce over the Heat bench. So the Heat keep it with 3:07 left in the half. Surprisingly, they turned it over heavily in the game in Chicago. Their 22-point win. Also, they turned the Heat over heavily. Rex! Oh my!
Well,
Rex Chapman!
Michael Jordan tried to steal the ball, Eric, and Rex Chapman got it right where he wanted it.
Rex Chapman with 5 triples here in the first half and 20 points. The Heat by 18. Longley on the lean in. It's tipped up and in by Rodman, but it won't count. Ed Middleton takes away the Rodman score. It's an offensive foul on Rodman. And Phil Jackson, as the stomach churns, his club is down by 18 with 2:10 left in the first half. Alonzo Mourning on the hook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zoe getting to the paint. You can put that one in the book.
Miami by 20. 57-37. And Jordan strikes back like a cobra. And at 49 left in the half, Tony Smith comes out after picking up his 3rd foul. Jeff Malone joins Sean Leonard in the Miami backcourt. Jordan cashes in. Michael has 11 points.
The Bulls again with that pressure defense. The Heat have read it and have done a good job with it so far tonight.
Rex! Oh, brother! I don't believe what we're seeing. He's 6 of 6 from three-point land.
Well, remember that game a couple of years ago when he knocked down 8 three-pointers.
Heat by 20. Chapman has 23. Jordan's miss. Pippen's miss. And the Heat with a ball and a 20-point lead. Leonard for 3. And the rebound lands with Scottie Pippen, his 6th rebound. He's nearing a triple-double in the first half. Scottie Pippen, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Pat Riley telling his team, slow it down a little bit, guys. No rush here. He's exactly right. A little quick on the trigger from Sean Leonard last possession.
Heat playing on a high-octane emotion here in the first half. Under a minute left in it. Miami's up by 18.
He's got him, Eric, one-on-one, and there's the double team.
Great pass by Malone. Mourning has it knocked away by Pippen. A brilliant defensive stop by Scottie. Has it knocked away, and the Heat come up with another steal. Miami up 18, 32 seconds left.
Riley taking a 20-second timeout, Eric.
18 on the shot clock for Miami, looking to go up by as many as 20 again. So, fires, book it. It's a 20-point lead with 24 seconds left in the half. Mourning with 11 points, 8 of them here in the second quarter.
Wise tactic to go to Zoe under single coverage, and the Bulls uncertain whether to double team Zoe because he's hurting him in there or take a chance with the 3-point shooters. Neither has worked for Phil Jackson.
Miami scored 31 points in each of these first 2 quarters. Michael Jordan comes baseline on Rex, and Rex Chapman called for his 2nd foul. Either over the limit, so Jordan will shoot a pair.
3.4 seconds left. Jordan shooting 2. He will probably make 2, and the Heat need to make sure they do not throw a turnover on the ensuing inbounds pass.
Michael Jordan has been perfect at the line, 6 of 6. He's an 83% free throw shooter this year.
The Bulls will jump all over the Heat, try to get for a quick steal and to score in this remaining time left in the second period.
Jordan has 13. The lead is 18 for Miami. Look at this! Askins, oh, he had a breakaway, but he lost the handle with 5/10 of a second left. Now Ed Middleton says, put more time back on the board. Dennis Rodman will inbound from end court for Chicago. This is Pippen with a running start, and it comes up just short. We are underway in the second half. The Heat start off with an 18-point lead. A backcourt of Chapman and Tony Smith. A frontcourt of Thomas, Askins, and Mourning. Shot clock already down to 7. Mourning for a jumper. Thomas with a rebound. And Thomas firing too hard. Jordan hitting ahead to Pippen. Pippen right at you. Good if it goes. It does. Askins commits his 3rd foul. This is Scottie's 4th consecutive year, averaging better than 21 points a game.
Yep. On that free throw, Eric, the ball rolled in his hand just before he released it. That's one of his problems.
Tony Smith getting inside of Michael Jordan. He draws a Second personal foul on Michael. First team foul on Chicago here in the third.
Nice penetration.
Heat leading at 62-46. Tony Smith on the scoop.
That's a great shot by Tony Smith. That's a tough shot, taking it into the heart of the defense.
10 points, 4 assists for Tony Smith in his Heat debut. 18-point lead. Jordan's pass deflected, but taken down and scored by Luke Longley. 4 points for Longley.
Staying with single coverage on Alonzo.
Oh, the flipper with a left hand. 13 for Zoe, and the lead is 18 again for Miami.
Phil Jackson has a big problem whether to double Zoe.
Michael Jordan lost it off his knee out of bounds. Tony Smith playing excellent basketball both ends of the court tonight. He'd already have had 2 20-point leads. They're up 18 and with the ball. Zoe. Thomas had it for an instant, but this is Scottie Pippen.
Got to watch Pippen in transition. He can finish all the way to the hoop.
Scottie Pippen with 7 rebounds. Jordan uses the screen, tries to split the double and turns it over again. Second straight turnover. Chapman in the Smith. That's a goaltend on Luke Longley. Tony Smith with a dozen points. And don't look now, 2 minutes into the second half. It's a 20-point Miami lead.
Tony Smith has been a big part of it.
This is Pippen. Guarded by Askins. Gets inside. Misses the reverse. Longley on the rebound. Pippen with 3 to shoot. Misses the 3. And it's rebounded by Alonzo. Mourning with 8 rebounds. Now the Heat have possession and own a 20-point lead with 9.5 left here in the third quarter. Tony Smith off the red eye and having quite a night. You see how quick Jordan is to leave his man in double. That's amazing athleticism for Michael Jordan, who turned 34 a week or so ago. So from deep. And Dennis Rodman, who's had a quiet night. 10 rebounds for him, just 2 points. He's taken only 1 shot. Jordan changes hands and connects.
Some finish by Michael. In the air, switching from right to left hand, laying it in.
15 for Michael Jordan. 18-point lead for the Miami Heat. Tony Smith, the former Marquette Warrior, a second-round pick by the Lakers. And illegal defense on Chicago.
The flash forward, they got a layup coming.
Short jumper by Thomas, shot it a little hard. And Scottie Pippen.
Great transition that time by Smith and Askins.
Michael Jordan trying to elude Keith Askins. Cannot yet. And illegal defense against Miami. And a technical free throw awarded to Chicago with 8:31 left in the third quarter. Michael Jordan, 7 times first team All-NBA. And he missed the free throw. The Bulls have lost 5 games in 53 tries this year.
Great rotation by the Heat.
Pippen to the baseline on the turn. Rebound fought for, and Jordan winds up with it. Short, and the Heat hold on. Tony Smith through a sea of Chicago red for Rex. Oh!
Great
You
pass.
gotta love it, Miami!
Great pass by Tony Smith.
25 for Rex Chapman. Under 8 minutes left in the third. The Heat are up 20. Longley's miss.
Oh, boy.
Rebounded by Rex.
Did he go after that rebound?
Looking long. Got Mourning.
He got fouled.
Luke Longley picks up his 3rd foul, and the temperature is rising in Miami. Mourning missing the free throw. Heat made 11 three-pointers in the first half. They have yet to strike from three-point land here in the second.
You know that the Bulls are going to make a run, Eric. Whether the Heat can win this game or not will depend on what they do when the Bulls really challenge them.
And this is their biggest lead so far tonight at 21. 8 to shoot. Longley will. And stroke it down. Luke Longley with 6 points. He was acquired 2 years ago in February for Stacey King, who's now on the Heat injured list.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves gave up on this guy, which was a big-time mistake.
Yeah, they're still looking for a center. They gave up on Felton Spencer early as well. 7 minutes left in the third. Kurt Thomas finds the spot. His second hoop, and the lead is still 21. Well, the Heat are up by 3 touchdowns over Chicago. Steve Kerr using Longley's screen right back to Luke. This one rims out, and Kurt Thomas brings it down with one hand. Leading by 21, Tony Smith sets the table for the Heat. What an incredible night to this point. Morning cutoff, 8 to shoot. So, on the go. Oh, he got right to the rim, and Dennis Rodman short circuits the play with his 3rd foul. Tony Kukoc in the game. Dennis Rodman to the bench. 15 points, 8 rebounds for Alonzo Mourning.
The Heat, not known for its fast breaking, Eric, have had 9 fast break points to the 6 for the Bulls. They have had 4 second chance points, 2 for the Bulls, and they have scored 11 points off turnovers, and the Bulls have only scored 9.
Once again, Steve LeBeau stuffing that stat cannon and lighting it up for us. Heat by 22.
Here he comes.
Jordan lost control, but he was fouled from behind. Miami leading 74 to 52. Heat led it by 10 after 1, by 18 at the half. Heat scored 62 first-half points tonight after scoring 66 in the game against Philadelphia. And Michael Jordan, we've got his attention. You know that. He's got 17 points tonight. Heat lead by 20. Under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Haskins crossing over, called for steps. Michael Jordan, watch him put it into another gear here. And illegal defense again on the Heat, so Jordan will shoot a technical free throw with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And it will be the Heat debuts of Tim Hardaway, Chris Gatling, Walt Williams, and Tyrone Corbin. Hope you'll be there with us. Limited seats remaining for the Heat and the 76ers Sunday night at 6.
I can't wait to see this, Eric. I think the Heat have a chance to put something very spectacular together.
Now, Jack, 29 games are left, including tonight. Miami trails Charlotte by 3 games for the 8th and final playoff spot in the East. Leonard picked up that foul. Still very much alive in the NBA playoff chase. Kerr from the wing. Broken. Steve Kerr will drop him down. At the bat of an eye, he's got 10 points. Shot clock for Miami with 4.5 minutes to go in this quarter. Rex for 3. Yeah! Wow. 7 for 7 from three-point land.
Oh, I'll tell you, Rex Chapman got that shot off inches over Scottie Pippen, who was right in his face.
Rex has 28 points. Tony Smith right with Michael Jordan. This is Kukoc against Chapman to the lane for the easy hook shot score. 5 points for Kukoc.
From the Heat in transition, Eric.
Leading by 18. Rex on the flip.
Oh! Rex Chapman, acrobatic shot.
Rex Chapman has 30 points. Miami up by 20. Jordan has it sail over his head. Scottie Pippen threw it out of bounds. The Heat called timeout. Apologize for the missed action. The Heat had it. Alonzo Mourning missed a hook shot. You're up to date. Luke Longley comes in the jumper. Luke Longley, a very good shooter from the edges, has 8 points tonight. Miami leads it by 18 with that time left here in the 3rd quarter. Rex Chapman with 30 points tonight for Miami. Here's Tony Smith. Got it! Tony Smith, 6 in the quarter, 14 on the night.
Coming off a solid screen on pick and roll play with Alonzo Mourning. Here comes Pippen.
Beautiful layoff for Longley. Mourning on the block. No second chances here in the Heat's house. Leonard has it knocked away. Rex for 3.
Oh boy! Rex Chapman. Rex Chapman.
Putting on one of the incredible shooting exhibitions we have ever witnessed. 8 of 8 from three-point land. And that's an offensive foul on Scottie Pippen. And do you believe this? The Bulls are a rattled team right now. They trail by 23 with 2:23 to go. And Rex Chapman trying to shoot him right out of the house.
Heat with only 1 turnover in this third period, and the Bulls with 4.
Heat have made 13 of 17 from three-point land. Pippen blocked by Mourning. Oh, brother. Leonard for 3.
I'll tell you, Eric, you can't imagine the input that Tony Smith has had on this game. His ball control, his finding of open guys, and the perimeter shooters are benefiting from it.
It's happening, gang. The Heat are up 26, and will count Scottie Pippen.
Eric, this is a team that on many nights can't buy a perimeter shot from any distance.
To follow 2 games like Cleveland and Philadelphia makes this all the more curious. Miami's up by 23 points. 87-64 with 1:13 left. Heat led by 26 a moment ago. Mourning for the hook.
Well, that's some play.
No stopping the big man there.
Oh, boy.
The man with the hottest hands in town.
Look out! Look out! Ooh, that was in and out.
His first miss on his 9th three-point attempt. Winnington spots. And Mourning commits the foul on the jump shot. They have not failed to seal the deal. When trailing after 3 quarters, Chicago is 6 and 5.
Important again, Eric, for the Heat not to commit a turnover with this possession.
Miami up by 21.
Sean Leonard handling the ball, doing a pretty good job. Got a tough defender right there in Randy Brown.
Leonard makes the turn. Found Askins for the bucket.
Oh, what a great play by Leonard.
Oh, what a setup.
Penetration and pass.
Brown misses the three-pointer. Miami, how do you like us now?
And Phil Jackson is going with 4 guards and a forward right now. He's going to try and shake something loose.
Jordan on Judd Buechler. Buechler's first trip in the game. And Jordan grabs the rebound. We are underway here in the 4th quarter. The Heat leading by 23. And Heat defenders flying at open shooters, but Buechler knocks in the three-pointer. And Judd Buechler just into the game deposits Chicago's 2nd triple in the bag.
Well, the coach has 3 good three-point shooters on the floor right now.
Rex gets the step, but the layup did not roll in and goes out of bounds to Chicago.
That was the closest good shot that Rex Chapman had all night, Eric. He got it to the rim, but couldn't get it to roll in.
33 for Chapman, 17 for Mourning, 14 apiece for Tony Smith and Vashawn Leonard. Rodman hits the reverse. Dennis Rodman now is 4 points and 10 rebounds, consecutive buckets, and the crowd getting a little antsy with 11 minutes left, and the Heat up by 18, and Rex
Good call.
Calls for time.
Good call, but Randy Brown is a tough defender. He'll stay right in the ball handler's shorts.
Tony Smith, his first game with the Heat after being acquired last night for Terrence Rencher. Leonard against Kerr. The pull-up. Jordan on the rebound, and we get another loose ball foul on Chicago. And it's against Dennis Rodman. Tony Smith working against Randy Brown. Mourning getting a rest on the Miami bench. Smith, power move. Oh, beautiful bucket for Tony Smith. We wish all the Heat newcomers his type of debut game. 16 for Smith, the Heat by 20. With 10 minutes left.
Riley urging his defenders to get up on the three-point shooters. Doing a terrific job right now.
Shot clock at 2. And Dennis Rodman gets the rebound. And It is a loose ball foul against Danny Shays. That's his third.
In this kind of game, Eric, time just seems to drag when you're ahead.
Kerr, tough shot. And he gets a beautiful bounce out of it. A dozen points for Steve Kerr. The lead is 18 for the Heat. 9.5 minutes left. Look out. Jordan nearly home. Danny Shays rumbles down.
Got hit.
Got the bucket.
Big
Danny
play.
Shays.
Big
His
play
dad
by Danny Shays. Excellent play.
9 minutes left.
Oof.
Malone watches that into his hands. Horning at the scorer's table will come back. Next opportunity. This is Jeff Malone for the runner. Oh, what a bounce for Jeff Malone.
But Keith Askins was right there for the tip-in. Should it have come off?
And the up 20 again with 8:39 to go.
Heat playing the three-point shooters very close.
Kerr throws it into the backcourt. The Heat force Chicago into their 13th turnover.
Excellent defense, Eric. Just excellent defense by the Miami Heat.
The Heat with a 20-point lead. Jason Caffey guarding Mourning, the rookie from Alabama. Here's Malone, steps up and fires. And that'll be a loose ball foul on Alonso, his third foul tonight. Kerr comes to the middle. This is Judd Buechler for a triple. And the rebound down to Steve Kerr. Michael Jordan over Tony Smith. And that was a loose ball foul on Jason Caffey. The first-round pick out of Alabama picks up his first foul. It's team foul number 3 on Chicago, and Miami gets it back, still holding on to a 20-point lead. I want to believe this could happen, and every second it winds down becomes more believable. Jordan rebounding Mourning's miss. Michael Jordan with 19 points and 9 rebounds. Bulls still under 40%. Brown for 3. And the rebound to Tony Smith. Tony Smith with 16 points, 7 assists, but Randy Brown on the steal. Brown on the drive, and a good foul by Tony Smith. No layups tonight.
It's not over yet, of course, but so far they've done a terrific job, not only on the scoring duo, but on all phases of their defense.
Randy Brown's first 2 points of the game. He averages just 9 minutes a game, does Randy Brown, but he has played 15 minutes already.
Now the Bulls really putting on hard pressure.
6.5 minutes left. Miami leading it and turning it over. Jordan with a steal. Jordan with a lay-in. And here comes the Bulls' last charge.
Playing without a center. Got to get it over by 14.
Jordan has 21. Miami's up 16, and fouled hard from behind was Jeff Malone, and a flagrant foul charged to Randy Brown. Jeff Malone making the first of 2 free throws. Malone 27 of 29 from the free throw line this year. He's a terrific foul shooter at 93%. Every point counts. Miami's up 18. Their ball with 6:08 left.
A lot of time left in this game, Eric. There's another turnover.
Jason Caffey cruises in and scores with Alonzo Mourning riding shotgun. He's getting a little careless here in the late going.
Well, the Bulls' defense is withering.
Scottie Pippen back in, hoping to apply that defensive pressure. Rex Chapman getting set to come back. The Heat are up by 16. 5:44 to go. Tony Smith keeps it alive, gets it back to Leonard. And the Bulls are relentless right now with defensive pressure. Miami keeps it. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Rex is back, and Malone to the bench. You see the great night Chapman has posted so far. And the Heat will need some more. Tony Smith off in time, but a shot clock violation on Miami. All of a sudden, the Heat turning it over. They're 14th of the game, and you don't put anything past Chicago.
Bulls with a very athletic group on the floor now, Eric.
Jordan for three. It's Michael Jordan time. He's got 7 in the fourth quarter, 24 for the night to go at 9 boards. And the lead now is just 13. Stuffs it through.
Great play by Deshaun Leonard, who penetrated and made the scoring pass to Zoe underneath.
Jordan on the force, and Ed Middleton forced into calling the foul.
The Heat leading by 15.
7 of 8 from the line is Jordan. Michael with 25 points now. And how well the Heat can handle this will ultimately decide who wins this game.
Yes, this is a team on the floor now, Eric. There are 4 3-point shooters on the floor now for the Bulls, and all of whom, with the exception of Kerr, are tough defenders.
Michael Jordan has 27, 10 of them here in the fourth quarter. The lead is 101 to 89. Ring looking for the steal on Askin. And Bull defense has been relentless, but a reach-in foul on Michael Jordan.
Bulls are willing to risk fouls now, put the Heat on the line, and challenge them to make these critical free throws.
He badly missed that one.
Yes, indeed.
And Keith Haskins misses both, so the door left open for Chicago. They're down by a dozen, 4:43 to go.
For the Bulls, that's a lot of time.
Kukoc in the post. Kukoc swings it inside. Caffey over Mourning. Little rookie Jason Caffey has his second bucket here in the fourth quarter. And the lead is 10. Miami led by 20 just 2 minutes ago. So the Bulls have cut it in half. Tony Smith. And now shots harder to make. Keith Haskins with a big rebound.
It's a great recovery. Pat Riley wants timeout.
Bulls are on a 10-2 run, and Miami will get the timeout. Rex Chapman leads Miami with 33, but he has yet to score here in the fourth. And the Chicago defense has been impressive here in the final quarter. 4 minutes left. Deshaun Leonard, Rex Chapman, Keith Haskins, Tony Smith, and Alonzo Mourning. That ball bounces off for Leonard and goes out of bounds. Shots tougher to make here in the final minutes.
And tougher to get, Eric. Pass receptions are tougher to get because the Bulls challenge everything.
To come this far and play this well, well, the Heat just got to find a way and dig a little deeper. Pippen over Mourning, short, loose ball. And a timeout to Chicago. Jason Caffey, the rookie. Jordan got another. A dozen for Jordan. The lead is 8.
Heat on the run, Eric.
Rex was fouled on the drive. Rex Chapman, who is 3 of 3 from the line tonight, will go there for 2 and takes his 33 points to the stripe. Gotta have him.
I like what the Heat did, Eric. After Jordan scored, they attacked right away. Got the ball up to half court where Chapman received and took it right to the hoop. 1 out of 2 was all Rex could come up with, however.
34 for Rex. Miami by 9. 3:18 left.
This guy is going to do it himself if he can.
Blocked by Jordan, but a foul on the drive. So Mourning blocked Jordan's shot, but Tony Smith picks up the foul, and Tony Smith fouls out of tonight's game. And Jeff Malone is in for Smith.
Look at the concentration of Michael Jordan.
Jordan with 30. I guess 31. He had 17 through 3. He has come alive here in the fourth. And the Heat lead is 7 with 3:10 left. And Jordan nearly had a steal. He's called for the holding foul. That's his 4th.
Free throws for Malone are critical here.
Oh my. You can't ask for a better free thrower at the line than Jeff Malone. 93% on the year. He's missed only 3 free throws all year. So again, the Heat get just 1 of 2, and the lead is 8.
Still plenty of
3
time.
to 95. Rex with a steal. Racing with Jordan. No foul, no bucket. Under 3 minutes left. Heat lead by 8. This is Caffey, the rookie. An unlikely cast on the court for Chicago other than Pippen and Jordan. Michael for three.
No, hit the
And that goes out of bounds off the shot clock. So a stop with 2:43 left in the game. So, tough shot, rims out. Vashawn Leonard with a rebound. Fresh shot clock. Rex for three. Yes!
Oh boy! Rex Chapman. If you're at home, folks, let's do it together. Oh boy!
We're out of the seats again here in Miami with 2:15 left. Rex Chapman just hit his 9th three-pointer in 10 tries. He has 37. The Heat up 11. Kerr got it. Oh my! Ice water in his veins. 15 for Kerr. 106-98. Miami up 8. Under 2 minutes left. Not out of the woods just yet. Haskins. Out of motion for three. 8 to shoot. Morning. Comes at Caffey for the running hook. Leonard with a huge rebound in traffic.
What a play for Sean Leonard. Just out-rebounded the entire defense.
Vashawn Leonard, 14 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Under a minute 30 left. 8 on the shot clock. Jeff Malone tees it up. And Scottie Pippen with a rebound. The Bulls down 8. Minute 16 left. Kerr on the drive. Got the bucket and the foul. Vashawn Leonard committed that foul. Tony Kukoc leaves the game. Randy Brown is in for Chicago. Minute 12 to go. And Steve Kerr has made it a 5-point game.
1:09 left. The Heat get it into the front court.
Well, the Chicago defense doubling every chance they get. A minute to go. 11 on the shot clock. Down to 8, and Leonard will go to the line and shoot twice.
He's a stroker.
Oh! Touched all parts, then fell off. 54 seconds left. 1 of 2 again.
Trail by 6. 2 3-point goals ahead in this game.
To the time left. Steve Kerr for 3. Morning with a rebound. Lost it and get it back. 37 seconds left. The Heat with the ball and a 6-point lead. This is Jeff Malone. Vashawn Leonard. And Vashawn Leonard will go back to the foul line. Nobody's using a seat. They're all up and standing and yelling as the Heat try to close in on a win against Chicago. Every point now brings you one step closer. Up 7, 27 seconds left. Got them both!
So all of the players on the floor can knock down 3.
Looking for Kerr is Pippen. He'll shoot the 3. And Vashawn Leonard with another rebound. It's hard to believe what you're seeing tonight. Vashawn Leonard, you're so proud of this young man. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Don't make this one, Eric.
Heat are up 8.
No,
They
he doesn't.
stay up 8. Haskins back taps to Leonard, and he is fouled again. Setting for the second. Got them both. 10-point Miami lead. Timeout Chicago. Miami's up by 10. Jordan. Kukoc for 3. Got one of them. The Tony Kukoc cuts into it by 3. He's got 10. And with 10 seconds left, Jordan fouls Rex Chapman.
Phil Jackson continuing to go offense to defense. He hasn't given up on this game.
Great to see Rex step up and make both. He equals his career best at 39. And gang, this is really happening. Under 9 seconds left. The Heat lead at 113 to 104. Pippen. Missing the 3. Morning down with a rebound, and that will wrap it up. Miami. How do you like like this one. 8 men. Superb efforts from everyone, and Pat Riley gets his most pleasing and most significant win as the head coach of the Miami Heat.